Tom Benson was a titan in New Orleans. His fingerprints were all over the city, from being the owner of the Saints and Pelicans to reviving Dixie Beer. Mr. B's presence was always felt. And even though he's no longer with us, his legacy will live on.
It's a sad day, but it also is a celebration of an outstanding, wonderful life by Tom Benson. A lot of friends, a lot of people here to pay their respects, and great guy. I worked for him for 11 years and treated me very well, and gonna miss him.
It was just tough on me because, you know, I was one of the ones that he started off with, and he was always good to me, you know what I mean? And he treated me good, and, you know, so I ain't got nothing to praise for him.
I've never been in a service quite like that. It was just beautiful, and, you know, it just was, it was perfect.
Mr. Benson was a hometown guy that kept New Orleans' favorite sports franchises alive in the Crescent City. In 2012, when professional basketball appeared to be leaving the city for the second time, Benson rescued the struggling franchise. And former Commissioner David Stern said the Bensons brought the Pelicans back to stability.
He did it with deeds, not just words, and, you know, reinvested in things that maybe some other people would say, you shouldn't do that, you know, maybe that's not a good decision, and it seemed like every one of them turned out to be a good decision.
And after purchasing the Saints in 1985, Benson helped take a perennial laughingstock to an annual contender. During his time with the Saints, they went to the playoffs 11 times. And he achieved his greatest sports accomplishment in a Super Bowl 44 win for a city that was in need of hope.
And I'm so happy that we won one while he was here to enjoy it. I think that's the most important thing. And yet I also believe this, is that as much as he enjoyed winning and winning the Super Bowl, he was much more joyous over the euphoria that it gave our city.
The NFL owners' meetings here at the Ritz-Carlton in Orlando, Florida will serve as a sort of formal transition in ownership for the Saints organization. Tom Benson's widow, Gayle Benson, has already assumed ownership of both NFL and NBA franchises. And on Monday, she'll be introduced as the newest member of the NFL owners fraternity. A transition of power that those within the Saints front office say will be seamless.
I don't think very much will change at all. I mean, you know, I think she feels very strongly about the leadership at our team, and I think she'll continue to go that way.
And for Saints and Pelicans fans, this process should come with a sense of calm, because according to them, their future is bright and on firm ground to remain in the 504 for years to come.
I could not even fathom those two teams not being here in New Orleans as she's the owner. Again, Mr. Benson could never fathom that. You know, you look at this is a small market, but it supports two NBA and NFL franchises, and thanks to our fans and thanks to this community, it supports them very, very well. But I can't imagine we couldn't be in more rock solid ground today than we are.
In Orlando, Andrew Doak, 4th Down on 4.